Hi friend, today I would like to share with you about topic of the purpose of worship. What is the purpose of worship in Christianity? Worship is an essential part of Christian faith. Christians worship God to thank Him for His love, ask for forgiveness for their sin, and try to understand His will for them. Public worship with other Christians usually take place in church, chapel, or cathedral. What is the true meaning of worship? To worship is to show a lot of love and adoration for something. Religious believers worship God, and people can worship other people as they too. Worship is an extreme form of love. It's a time of unquestioning devotion. What worship means to God? In Christianity, worship is the act of attributing reverent honor and homage to God. In the New Testament, various words are used to refer to the term worship. One is abratkuneo, to worship, would mean to bow down to God or King. What is to pray and worship? God act of relation to pray Him. Worship comes from the core of who the worshipper is and what God means to them. Into worship, a Christian is required to surrender himself, herself, totally to God and adore Him not just for what He has done, but for who He is. What is the element of worship? There are four common elements. Number one, prayer. Prayer is a very common practice to worship. Number two, music. Music helps to put worshipper in the mood of worship. Number three, sacred writing, also known as a holy book. Number four, exhortation. This is the act encourage believers to be faithful to their religion. In praying, a form of worship, prayer is an act of intimacy and worship. The real truth is a prayer, like prayer, thanksgiving, and adoration, reverence, etc., is an act of worship. Our prayer may include prayer, thanksgiving, or adoration, but the act of prayer itself is an act of worship. Let worship move God. So in our worship, we the platform for God to present Himself upon. Indeed, God is look for worshippers who will worship Him in spirit. And in John chapter 4 verse 23, in other words, He looking for a place to plant. What is the importance of prayer and worship? The Bible tells us that God abides in the prayer of His people. When we magnify God, we invite His presence in our life. It honors God's greatness when we are able to magnify God and focus on His godness in spite of personal challenges. Through this practice, we testify that God is greater than all. How do you worship in church? Christian worship involves praying God in music and speech, reading from scripture, prayer from prayer song, a sermon, a very holy ceremony, often called sacrament, such as Eucharist. How prayer is used in worship? It can use said word or person's own word. In prayer, Christians lift their mind and heart to God, adoration, praying God for His greatness, and admitting dependency on Him, confession, owning up to sin, and ask for God's mercy and forgiveness. What makes good relationship? It can contain sacred text, liturgy, prayer, hymn, song, sacrament, and sermon. Whether it be formal or informal, long or short, high or low, spoken or sung, good worship is about God. Of course, the singing and praying were easy target for criticism as well. How do you start family worship? Think of set aside time for family worship. Number 1, act funny, I know, but your first best practice is to pray. Number 2, strategize. Talk to your pal or to a friend. Number 3, introduce the idea. If you have children, tell them what you want to do ahead of time. Number 4, do it. Number 4, evaluate. What is the importance of prayer? Prayer is an opportunity to spend time with God. To really understand the heart of God, you need to pray. In John chapter 15 verse 15, Jesus said he no longer called us his servant, but called us his friend. Talking with God develop deeper relationship with him. Remember, subscribe to see the next video. Thank you.